¡Esta también está vacía!
¡Encontré a uno de ellos!
There wasn't time for that yet. The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. Daphne's ship was always stocked. The room belonged to Passos, my partner in crime. Or maybe someone else's. The bed was made. I could only guess that Passos was upstairs in the thick of it, whatever it was. I had a way of making any space my own. Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel. This was where Marcelo was supposed to be sleeping. He'd barely come down to this deck. Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow. The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
Certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¡Está ahí! ¡Levántate una puta vez, hombre! ¡Mira, hijo de puta!
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. Come on, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. Shut it down. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed. So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed. While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them? It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened. I didn't like to think what was behind the door. They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good. The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks. Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone. Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it. Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, vení para acá!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be. ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out. The boat was well appointed. And the band played on. Daphne's ship was always stocked.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Nah.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
Come on! We're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. My judgment was lousy, but my hand was steady.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Go, 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 go! Soldiers, take cover, bro!
Gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Your truck and you're being an idiot! Dead men don't get hangovers! Get down! We're good! Come on, let's move!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been a cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality. It was nice to see a friendly face in Panama.
¡No me mate! ¡No dispare!
Fancy seeing you here. That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch. I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land. There was probably a control console behind the desk. private welcoming party.
¡Mira, cúbreme!
¿Quién te crees?
¡Mírense, mis camaradas! ¡Rápido! ¡Rápido!
I was wishing my enemies away, but they were very much alive. I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter, for what it's worth. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.